It'll be 2 o'clock, guys. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order for the City Design Review Board today. Our minutes were emailed to us and mailed to us in a packet from our last month's meeting. Did everyone have a chance to review it? And if so, can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve by David Tedder.
Second.
Second by Joey McMillan. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay. Motion carries. Our first case for hearing today is case DRB 2023-14. It's a request for a certificate of appropriateness for demolition of a house located at 720 South Beringer Street, specifically identified as Florence County Tax Map Number 90104-02-006 in the D1 Redevelopment Overlay District. Staff?
Good afternoon. This is a very dilapidated house. It is located on Beringer Street, just before you get to National Cemetery Road. It is just on the edge of the D1 district, and it is was approved for the demolition by the Historical Commission back in early August. It was built in 1952, and here's a site photo of it.
Who's your landscape?
Exactly. So there's probably not a whole lot even under there to demolish.
Going for the natural look?
So that concludes staff's report.
Any questions of staff? Anyone here to speak on this matter? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and put it up for a vote. Discussion or a vote to approve or disapprove.
Motion to approve as submitted.
Second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Certificate will be issued. Our second and final case today is case DRB 2023-15. It's a request for a certificate of appropriateness for renovations to make to the house located at 604 Sandra Terrace, specifically identified as Florence County Tax Map Number 90064-07-003 in the D4 Timrod Park Overlay District. Staff?
This is a house in the Timrod Park Overlay District. It's just north of Waters Avenue on that dead-end street over there off Park Avenue. It is zoned NC 6.2 in a single-family neighborhood. These are some photos of the house, and the applicant has discovered some damage, as you see in the upper right corner, to the windows, and they've decided they want to remove those windows altogether and just replace them with the original T111 siding, just as is there, and they would paint it the same color so it would all match. But the main difference would be that there would be no windows at the front of the house there. So the basic form and character of the house will be preserved, but they will be removing the windows and replacing them with the original T111 plywood siding. The height won't be affected, the roof won't be affected. They're not proposing any additional landscaping. The scale won't be affected. And this is a street full of mid-century houses. So that concludes staff's report.
So we would just mirror the other A-frame on that roof, right?
That's correct, yes.
Anyone have any questions of staff? Anyone here to speak on the matter?
I live here, unless you have questions.
Okay. I don't think we do. Okay, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing and put it up for a discussion or a motion.
Make a motion to approve as submitted.
Okay. Rainey has made a motion to
I'll second.
Joey has seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Certificate is approved.
All right, and then there is a little bit of old business that came up at the last minute. Back in 2021, this board approved renovations to the building at 270 South Coit Street, which was the old Marita Bakery, and it's an old brick building. It had the brick veneer, but when the applicant removed the brick veneer, he discovered that the original clapboard siding underneath is in good shape. And so we amended the COA, since original materials are always preferred, to allow that. But that means that he is putting an addition on the front, which called for the brick veneer, but now he is saying that in light of having the clapboard siding on the rest of it, that he would like to put hardy plank shake style planks on that and paint them white, which is the color he's painting the wood. And so we just needed you to approve the amendment of the COA. On the left is what was originally approved, and the new brick veneer addition would be placed on there. And then the brick would be painted white since it was all kind of mismatched. But now that they found the siding and that it's in good shape, they want to put the shaker siding on it to complement it. And this is what it would look like. So it's in keeping with what was originally approved. Since obviously they're not going to be able to find the exact wood siding that the rest of the house is covered with, they wanted to do something that was complementary rather than trying to match it.
So that when he pulled it off, he found the shakes,
Yes.
old shakes underneath. Okay.
Well, he found the clapboard siding, the wood siding,
Okay.
and but then this is an addition they're building on there, and they were just going to try to match the brick and then paint it white. But now that there's no brick on the original house, they've got to have something that'll complement the wood siding. And the ordinance or the design guidelines just say no aluminum or vinyl. They don't say anything about the hardy plank siding.
Okay. Anyone have any objections? Hearing none, does someone want to make a motion to approve the amendment?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Now-
Any other matters from the city?
Real quick.
You had to talk.
Yes, I know. That's right. Well, this is good news. So I think we all need to congratulate Elaine. She submitted for a grant with SHPO, the State Historic Preservation Office, for us to redo our design guidelines. So our design guidelines were 2008. So they're a little outdated. I think obviously most everyone now has been on the board long enough to know that we have a few gaps here and there, and especially with modern materials and things, we need to update that. So we're going to completely redo the design guidelines. It's probably going to take about a year to go through that whole process. So as we start moving forward, we'll be pulling you all in as we need to help kind of guide that development of the design guidelines. So just want to give you all an update on that.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Elaine.
Created more work for us. I appreciate it. But it's well needed and it needs to be done. So,
I know there was some discussion about, I don't know if it's already been changed, about penalties and whatnot for people that don't.
It's been
submit.
changed already. That was
So-
one of the amendments we made.
Like after this is done with all the new changes, I mean, hopefully there's either something that can communicate that, because there'll be even more confusion about when you need to submit to the DRB and when not.
Yeah, so part of this process, if you own property within this district, we'll go through a couple public meetings, hold a couple of public meetings. So we'll notify property owners, make that aware, and allow them to get the word out there even more and get them involved as well. So they'll be made aware.
okay. Our next scheduled meeting is scheduled for October 11th, and if there's no other items to discuss, we're adjourned.
Mr. Chairman, thank you.